Although his administration has been able to realize some savings in the past year and a half, if more cuts aren't made to operations in the next few months, the cash shortfall will continue to grow. In his weekly address earlier this week, Governor Calvo says the cuts are needed to get tax refunds back to the people, along with providing the resources to run critical operations.
These are cuts what I believe will allow us now to have the necessary resources to get people those tax refunds. We still have this fairly large deficit, and a lot of it, that amount that is owed to the people.
In a series of videos released from the administration, DOA Director Benita Menglotnia states, if we don't cut spending under the governor's plan now in order to afford the payment of tax refunds, there won't be enough to pay employees up to market standard and provide the resources we need to areas such as DPW, GPD, DOC, and DOE.
If we don't cut spending, there's going to be some departments that are not going to be funded if we have to continue paying the tax refund.
She adds it's difficult not being able to provide some of the tools many department heads request and need on a daily basis, one of which includes DPW Director Joanne Brown, who says it all comes down to the lack of resources in providing the critical services such as delivering and transporting safely 39,000 of the island's school children.
Our challenge right now is to get additional buses online, additional bus drivers. I have 6 senior bus drivers that are going to be retiring in the next couple of weeks. So those are critical positions that need to be replaced. I also need to increase the number of mechanics that we have that maintain the buses, primarily also because we have an aging fleet of buses. Right now I have 9 mechanics. That is not adequate by any means to take care of the daily requirements of maintaining our bus operations.
The same can be said for GPD Police Chief Fred Bordallo, who says his department currently has 306 police officers.
We need to increase that in terms of personnel, but in order to support that, the personnel that we recruit and hire, the entry level, need to be trained. So we need the financial resources to pay for the training of these police officers.
For Calvo, he hopes senators help him make the tough decisions by considering his spending cuts bill.
Sometimes the medicine is bitter, but the rewards of taking that medicine in the long run are to the best interest of the patient. And in this particular instance, our spending cuts bill will be the best long-term interest of this government, but most importantly, to our taxpayers, the people of Guam.
During the first roundtable discussions this week on the governor's bill, lawmakers had requested he submit a new spending cuts proposal because it's filled with ambiguity and gaps. Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz said the way the bill is written, it doesn't jive with the intent of the administration. Cruz, along with other Democrat senators, were critical of Menglotnia that she didn't have specific data and numbers to explain the proposed cuts. Cruz told KOM, quote, she wasn't ready, she wasn't prepared, and is not competent to take this position, end quote. Meanwhile, the spending cuts hearings with the National Guard, Retirement Fund, nurses, and teachers continues next week Monday. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintanilla.
Committee Chair on